Every night, without ever agreeing to it, you disappear. Not metaphorically, not poetically. Somewhere between one blink and the next, the person reading these words right now will vanish, and something else will take their place. It won't remember your worries. It won't recognize the rules of gravity, or time, or even your own face in a mirror. And yet, in the morning, you'll wake up utterly convinced that thing was you all along. So here's the question almost nobody asks. If your mind can build an entire world every night, complete with people, cities, fear, and grief, and pull you so deep inside it that you forget your own name, then what exactly is doing the building? And where does the you that's reading this sentence actually go? For most of history, we told ourselves a comforting story. Sleep is the brain switching off, a nightly reboot. The lights go out, the body rests, and nothing much happens until the alarm rings. Maybe, right now, you still believe it. But that story isn't just simplified. It's wrong. Here's what should unsettle you. Roughly 90 minutes after you fall asleep, your brain doesn't get quieter. It gets louder. You slip into a stage called REM sleep, rapid eye movement, and if someone scanned your brain in this exact moment, they couldn't tell it apart from a brain wide awake. Some regions burn brighter, fire faster, and pull more oxygen than they do during your busiest waking hour. Your brain isn't resting, it's working overtime. You just weren't invited to watch. So if the brain is this awake, why can't you move? Why, in your worst nightmares, can you never run? Because your brain is doing something almost too strange to believe. It's paralyzing you, on purpose. A signal from the brainstem floods your spinal cord and cuts the line between mind and muscle. It's called rematonia, and without it, you would physically act out every dream you have, thrashing, walking, shouting into the dark. Your own brain builds a cage around your body, just so the world it's about to create can't hurt you, or anyone sleeping beside you. Which brings us to the real mystery. What is that world, and why build it at all? Deep inside your skull, a small, curled structure called the hippocampus starts replaying your day. Not politely, not in order. It fires the same neural patterns that lit up hours earlier, when you argued with someone, when you stumbled, when you laughed too hard. Researchers have tracked this replay happening in real time. Memories rehearsed again and again, like a director reviewing footage, quietly deciding what makes the final cut of you. But this still doesn't explain the chaos. If your brain is just sorting through yesterday, why do the rules of reality collapse the moment you fall asleep? Why can you fly, or speak to someone who's been dead for years, without a single part of you stopping to ask how? Because another part of your brain has gone dark. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that plans, judges, and says, "That's not logical," goes quiet. It's the same region that keeps you polite in traffic, cautious near ledges, embarrassed in front of strangers. And when it dims, something older steps in. The amygdala, your ancient alarm system for fear, takes the wheel instead. That's why a dream can drop you into a house from your childhood, chased by someone who doesn't exist, and you accept it completely. The part of your brain built to question reality has clocked out for the night. And this is where things stop making sense in a whole new way. Why would evolution spend your nights writing horror scripts starring you? Some researchers believe this isn't a glitch. It's a rehearsal. A theory known as threat simulation suggests your brain uses dreams to practice danger, running you through imagined threats so real ones feel less unfamiliar. Every nightmare, seen this way, isn't punishment. It's training you were never told you signed up for. There's a second secret happening in the dark, and this one isn't about fear. It's about repair. While your mind rewrites its fears, your brain is physically flushing waste from its own tissue, rinsing clean the exact cells that will wake up as you tomorrow. Even your body doesn't fully trust the version of you that fell asleep. Add it up, and something unsettling comes into focus. Right now, almost nothing about you is running the way it usually does. Your body is locked in place. Your inner judge is offline. Your fears are steering. Your own tissue is quietly being rebuilt. Which raises a question no scan can answer for you. If almost nothing about you is switched on the way it is right now, is what's left still you? Sit with that for a second, because the answer isn't simple. The version of you that shows up in dreams doesn't plan ahead. It doesn't worry about being judged. It doesn't perform for anyone. Is that a broken version of you, stripped of what makes you rational? Or is that what was always underneath, before the waking world taught it to hide? Philosophers have circled some version of this question for centuries. What if waking life is simply the dream you agreed to believe in longer? What if identity was never a fixed thing you carry with you, but something rebuilt every single morning, stitched together from fading images and borrowed certainty? Maybe that's the truth sleep has been hiding in plain sight. You are not one continuous person. You are a story your brain keeps telling itself, paused each night, and quietly, faithfully, rewritten by dawn. So remember how this started. Every night, without ever agreeing to it, you disappear. But maybe disappearing was never the right word for it. Maybe what actually happens is softer than that. The version of you that plans and performs and holds everything together finally steps aside, and for a few hours, something older gets to run free. You don't lose yourself when you close your eyes. Maybe that's the only time all day the real you finally shows up.